Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. I can't believe it's 2025. I'm just honestly so excited to be kicking off a new year with all of you. Last year was actually the first year that I had this channel. It's the year that I decided to start vlogging somewhere other than my main channel, which is where I've been for the past like 6 or 7 years at this point. And it has been such a joy. And I'm just so excited to get to do more of it and hopefully grow even more in 2025. What I wanted to kick off with is my plan for this week and my plan going forward. It is January 1st. It is New Year's Day. Often in past years, I don't know if you are like me, but I am a New Year's resolution person, and not even resolutions in the typical sense, but someone who is just very goal oriented and excited for fresh starts. And I think that in the past that has led me to feel like I need to get absolutely everything done within the first couple of days, couple of weeks of the new year. Otherwise, the year is off to a bad start and everything is just going not to plan. But I think this year I want to take a different approach. I want to slow down. I want to hopefully be gentle motivation to you if you are also like me. Hopefully we can get some good things done this month together, but in a methodical, slow, and intentional way rather than a harried, high pressure sort of way. I think that's kind of the approach that I am taking. So before I clicked record, I actually sat down and went through the list that I had accumulated over the past couple of weeks, things that I was determined to get done in the new year, things I've been putting off, spaces that I need to declutter that just haven't been well looked after, I guess, over the past year. I would say that's probably the first place to start if you are someone who wants to join in this with me. I sat down, I just started listing all of the things that have been bothering me, little things that just add up over time that maybe aren't things that you think to do daily. Maybe you have like a perfect cleaning routine for your kitchen, but like maybe your closet's looking a little crazy. Just write down all of the things that you want to get accomplished. I have a list of like 20 plus things. It's quite lengthy. And then I decided to break those things down over the next 5 weeks of this month so that it would be a little bit more attainable. I tried to have a mix of things too, so it wouldn't be all of the hard things in just one week. It wouldn't be only cleaning tasks one week. It would be a mix of cleaning and decluttering and also things that I consider fun, like sitting down and goal planning and things like that. So let me tell you what my goals are for this particular week, things that I would like to get accomplished, and then we can do them together. So first things first, I want to set up my planner and set my goals for the year. I love my planner, and I guess I can show it to you. I have been planning in this Louis Vuitton desk agenda for, I feel like, as long as I can remember. It's been at least 4 or 5 years, and this is the cover for any sort of agenda insert you'd like. So I, for the past 2 years, have been using the common planner. This is like my second year in it. This is the compact vertical, which has fewer daily pages in the back, but I really love planning in a vertical sense. That's just like how my brain thinks. And I love that there's a Monday start to this planner. So I'd like to get on this spread. I don't think it's going to focus, but I'll leave a link to this planner in the description. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to set up my planner. I'm going to write out my like tasks for the week. And there's also a couple of sections at the beginning of the planner where it asks you to kind of reflect on your goals and maybe set like quarterly intentions. So I'm going to try to do that for the first 3 months of the year. Nothing too intense. Again, like I am taking a different approach this year with my goals rather than getting really intense in every aspect of my life. Like this year is for personal growth, but also slowing down, enjoying life, enjoying the little things. So set up planner, set up goals. Those are 2 things that I want to get done. And I have, I think, a lot of ideas and a lot of things that would be really cool, but I haven't really sat down and dreamed up how I want to actually attack those goals and break them down. So I need to do that this week and preferably today. Another thing that I'd like to get accomplished this week that I know is maybe unpopular, but I would really like to put away my Christmas decor. This is actually the longest that I have left out my Christmas decor past Christmas, it being January 1st. Normally I get it done before the new year, a little more relaxed this year going into things, but I would like to put away my Christmas decor so that I can more easily declutter around, my house. I think it's more challenging when you've got like Christmas decor out to really clean and declutter. I'm also going to be decluttering the linen closet that is right outside of this room. It's going to be a pretty easy declutter. It is chock full of throw pillows and throw pillow covers. I'm frankly embarrassed at the amount that I have in there. I do like to seasonally change out the covers of some of the pillows on my couch. The amount that I have right now is just not good. The closet, when you open it, is like stuffed to the brim. It's just unnecessary for sure, and it causes me more stress than joy, so we can definitely pare some things down. I want want to organize my office as well. This is my home base. This is like where I do all of my work, and I think it would be really nice if things were not only clean, but also a little bit more well organized. I think especially when it comes to like my camera equipment. And then lastly, though this I think is something that I'm going to be doing today, I would like to redo my nails and my toes. Something just so nice about having a fresh mani-pedi. I have been doing my own nails and toes for kind of mostly forever. There'll be some short time periods over the years of like me getting my nails done, but anyway, I primarily do my own nails and toes, and I would like to do that. Mostly because I did a dip nail manicure a couple of weeks ago, and this is just not the thing that I'm most skilled at. I'm pretty good at doing gel nails, not as great at dip, and my hair is starting to get caught if I like run my fingers through my hair. Didn't do a great job with the application. Those are the things that I'd like to get done this week. I feel like it's a little ambitious, but definitely attainable. And we're going to do things slowly and hopefully enjoyably. Other things on the agenda, things that are not related to this like January reset. I need to get some work done for work. If you're a returning viewer, you might be curious, like, what do you mean by work? I will be referring to my other YouTube channel from now on as work. I'm trying to treat it as work this year. I mean, I've treated it as a job for a while now, but last year was my first year of being self-employed, and I don't think I took it as seriously as I would like to. And I would like to have regular 9 to 5 hours for my job, my YouTube channel. So I'm going to be referring to it as work, but I need to get some reading done for work, and I also want to get some reading done for pleasure. It's the beginning of the year. I just set my Goodreads reading challenge, and I want to get cracking on some fun stuff. So maybe we'll pick up a romance. And then other than that, we're mostly just hanging out at home this week. Hayden is off today, obviously, because it is New Year. Also, he's going to be working from home the rest of the week. And of course, those always cats. So I'm going to go ahead and sit down and do my goal planning, and I will check back in with you once that is done. All right, it's Thursday, y'all. I am sitting down to do my makeup because I have places to go. This is semi-unexpected, but very much needed. I'll explain in a second. First up, I did want to talk a little bit about how yesterday went. I told y'all that I had a couple of things I was trying to get done, mostly like goal planning, setting up my planner, and doing my nails. As you can maybe tell, I have done my nails. I really love this color. This is Lava Red from D&D. It to me is a true red. This is not a super orangey red. I also have, I can't remember the name of it. I have another red from D&D that on the website looked like a perfect blue red, and it was very orangey. And I wear that one in the summer, but this is like my go-to color. So I did my nails and toes. I'm feeling very refreshed, very ready to go into the new year. And I also did do some goal planning. Didn't set up my planner, but that's fine. I did do some goal planning, and I agonized for a while this year on goal planning because I am trying to go into this new year with a more open mind without this militant idea of, okay, I have to get all of these things accomplished to be successful and to like have a good year. I'm trying to go in more open-minded and just kind of enjoy life as it comes while also still improving in various aspects of my life. So I took a different approach to goal planning, and I think it was really helpful. So maybe this could be helpful to you as well. I'll briefly run you through it. It's not anything super fancy, but it is something that really worked for me. So first thing I did was similar to what I did yesterday when I was trying to figure out the tasks that I wanted to get done for this month. And that was just doing a dump, basically a brain dump. I sat down and I wrote down everything that came to mind in terms of what I wanted to get accomplished in the new year, not just standard goals, you know, such as lose weight or exercise more, just like even little things like I want to build a wardrobe, I want to see more movies. I just started listing out everything that was coming to mind, things that I would love to do. Again, I wasn't critical of what I was writing down. I was just literally writing down everything. And then once I did that, I decided to break things down into themes that I was seeing throughout the things that I was writing down. There were a lot of themes related to finances. So I wanted to spend less on impulse purchases so that I could save money, so that I could invest in a wardrobe that I like. And I summed up a financial theme and I wrote a sentence kind of related to that theme. And I'll kind of tell you what my themes were. There was financial, relationships, travel, home, health, career, and self-actualization, which I feel like is kind of a vague theme, but something that I notice in my life is that when I am not working towards something that is not career related, I don't tend to do super well mentally. I can't focus all of my intention and all of my passion into just my career. Otherwise, my life gets really unbalanced. Hobbies and things that I want to take on this year. So self-actualization was an important theme for me. So I wrote down what I was noticing theme-wise. I wrote a sentence related to each theme, and then I decided to break those down and make them into priorities per quarter. And I just did it for Q1, I want to say. Looked at the themes that I was seeing, picked which ones I thought were most pertinent to the beginning of the year, things that were really, really top of mind, so that way I wouldn't feel overwhelmed. That's something that always happens to me when a new year starts. I have a bunch of different goals in a bunch of different categories, and I'm like, okay, I need to take all 7 of these themes and goals, attack them at least a little bit in the first quarter of the year. And that's just not how you actually have to do things. I do think that creating actionable steps is important to getting your goals done. I mean, you can say say you have goals all you want, but unless you're actually like carrying those out, you need some actions and some steps to take, but it doesn't mean every goal that you have for the year needs to be taken on, even in a small portion, in the first part of the year. So I decided to take, let's see, 4 of the 7 and take bite-sized pieces of those things. So for financial, for instance, I decided I'm going to go on a strict no-buy for the first 3 months of the year. And I am going to do a general no-buy for the rest of the year, but this is going to be a stricter no-buy in that I'm also not going to be spending money on clothing. I'll talk about clothes in just a second, but I want to just completely not buy clothing except for what I'm buying today for the first 3 months of the year so I can reset my purchase behaviors, save up, and invest a little bit this quarter. So that is just a chunk of my financial goal for the year, but that's something I'm attacking this quarter, if that makes sense. And the other ones I have selected for this quarter are home, health, and career. And I have little things in each of those categories I'm trying to get done. Not the whole goal, but just a small portion of that. And I think that is making me feel excited for the new year rather than overwhelmed and stressed. So that's the approach that I'm taking. And I might break these things into even more actionable steps per month or per week. Honestly, I really am feeling good with just having a general sort of guiding principle rather than okay, I'm going to track this, that, and the other in relation to these categories. Because the way that I have broken up these goals, actionable enough on a day-to-day basis to where I'm not going to have to remind myself, if that makes sense. So well planned. It felt good. I didn't write these down on my planner yet. I will probably do that sometime today or tomorrow. I love planning, but I haven't been feeling this overwhelming urge to set up my planner and put all these stickers in it like at the start of the year, and that's okay. I could do it literally anytime. So, but that leads me to what we're doing today. And I guess just sort of a life and health and I don't know, vibe update. If you have been here for a while or you have been following along with my health journey, I've been on a little bit of a health journey and weight loss journey over the past 6-ish months. I think it's been 6 or 7 months since I decided to take on this challenge. And I'm finally to a point where my clothes do not fit. I have been trying to ignore that. I have been trying to just wear what I have and make do because, I am home a lot and I do wear a lot of like comfier clothes. It's getting to the point where I can't do that anymore. And it's also getting to the point where my clothes are not aligning with the life that I want to live going forward. Not in a fantasy self sense, just in the sense that like to have appropriate clothing to go out to dinner with my family or to go to the movies or to do literally anything. I am finding that my current clothing is not aligning with the life that I want to live or that I kind of am living at the moment. So I need new clothes. That is something that you are going to see this year. I'm going to talk more about like my no-buy rules in a very specific video, but something that I will be buying this year is clothes because my clothes do not fit me. As this relates to health, obviously part of that, is that I have been losing weight. Well, update for you, I am 10 pounds away from being done with this and I'm kind of shaken by it. Like I'm so excited, but it also feels very surreal to like be at this place now where it's like, what do I do with the rest of my life? Like how am I supposed to, what am I supposed to do now in health and fitness? And I do know kind of where I'm going with my health and fitness journey after this, which is to maintain it in a delightful, consistent, but relaxed way. I am looking forward to that, but it is really trippy being like 10 pounds from the end, which is kind of why I have been hesitating with buying new clothes because I'm not quite done yet, but also none of my clothes fit. It's been making life actually challenging. That sounds really silly. And, obviously I have things to clothe my body. It has been frustrating to not be able to dress appropriately for certain situations. That has been kind of hard. So I actually have been purchasing clothing, purchased a decent amount of stuff in December. One thing I have not purchased though is jeans. I figured if I buy tops and stuff, likelihood that 10 pounds is going to make a meaningful difference in whether or not tops fit me. I don't think it's totally there. I think I'll be able to like wear pretty much everything I've purchased, but I've not been buying jeans because I'm like, I'll probably be like a jean size smaller. I don't want to, invest a ton in bottoms, but I need to buy a pair of jeans and I don't know how long this 10 pounds is going to take. It could take a month. It could take 4 months. And I think deserve is a strong word, but I deserve to have a pair of pants that I can wear outside of the house, inside my house, and it can go with some of the new things that I have purchased. So I'm going jean shopping today and I'm not excited about it, to be honest. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I'm excited to have jeans, not excited to jean shop. I think jean shop is so demoralizing and stressful, but I have a vision of what kind of jeans that I want. I'm genuinely going to be buying one pair of jeans today just to kind of tide me over until officially done with my weight loss portion of my fitness journey. I think I'm going to head to a mall and I'm going to go to an Abercrombie because I've had such good luck with Abercrombie jeans in the past, and hopefully those will, tide me over for the time being. I'm excited for the outcome, shall we say. I think it'll be good. I'll take you along with me into the dressing room. I'll bring my tiny camera and we can try on jeans together. I'm looking for these kinds of jeans. I want something that is high-waisted. I want something that is slim to the leg. The jeans that I have right now, not only do they not fit, but they're very baggy and loose, and I think maybe in the future I would like to have a pair like that in my rotation fashion, looking at the outfits and looking at the pieces that I am gravitating towards and am drawn to. I like really tailored clothing. I don't actually like baggy clothes. I know that might sound counterintuitive since I've been wearing baggy clothes for so long, but I think you can probably put two and two together that a lot of the bagginess that I have gravitated towards was because I was not confident in my body. I really like tailored pieces, very preppy style, and I think having a high-waisted, kind of really straight leg, semi-tight pair of jeans is going to serve me well for a bunch of different looks. So that's what we're on the hunt for. And yeah, I'm excited to get these and excited to start putting outfits together. I guess I can kind of tell you what I have been purchasing and how that's been going, because I think that has been pretty fun. Like getting to buy clothes that are not just loungewear and activewear has been kind of eye-opening and really fun. Some of y'all might be happy to know this, maybe. I've mostly been purchasing secondhand for my clothing, which is something that I've always wanted to do, I've always valued, but I think now that I'm older, I've been finding better ways to do it for myself, and also I've had a mindset shift, I guess. My biggest priority right now, honestly, is, well, buying things that fit, but also buying things that are made out of quality materials. I think that's a discussion that has been making its rounds on social media. It's something that has been on my mind, and I guess it hasn't transferred over into the clothing side of things. I just get so irritated at how much worse things have gotten over time, whether it's the offerings of fast food restaurants or, God, I don't know, clothes, I guess too, but just there's so many categories of American life that have gotten worse because of capitalism and cutting corners to a bigger profit, right, for shareholders. That's obviously very true with clothing, and I've started to notice it in some of the pieces that I have, especially some of the loungewear that's like made out of recycled polyester. I don't want to smell, I don't want to sweat in my clothes. I want to enjoy the experience of putting on clothes, and I want the clothes that I love to like last a while. I've been shopping secondhand mostly on eBay for pieces, and it has been so fun. It's been fun to hunt for things, to find the thing that maybe matches something that's recurring on my Pinterest board, but that is like 100% cotton, 100% silk, 100% linen, and is going to hold up over time. So I've been having a pretty fun time. My hesitation, or part of the reason that I haven't shopped secondhand in the past, is not because I have any like objections to it or think it's gross. I have thrifted before, but it's because the thrift stores near me, it's hard. It's genuinely hard to find stuff. So I have been resorting to Depop, Poshmark, and eBay, mostly eBay, and it's been really fun. I get to shop from brands that I am excited by and find natural fiber clothing pieces that I know are gonna hold up, and they've started coming in, and so much of this stuff, y'all, is like clothes that I've dreamed about like for years, and I'm just so excited to like add to my wardrobe and finally have. When I went to my parents' house this past time, we ended up going to the Galleria to like window shop. We didn't actually end up buying anything, but we did pop into like the one true Ralph Lauren location. I love Ralph Lauren, probably my favorite designer. Getting to go in that store, touch the fabrics, feel everything, and then be like, oh my God, this is $500. It was fun. It was inspirational. It was not necessarily something that I could attain, but you know what I can attain? Ralph Lauren on eBay. So it has been so fun. Most of the things that I have purchased have been Ralph Lauren, and I've gotten incredible deals, like, you know, nice materials, and I'm just so excited to be able to incorporate those into outfits. So let me know, I guess, if you want to see some of the pieces that I am picking out for myself, or if you want to see kind of like a how I'm discovering my personal style video. I'm going to be making more videos in the new year over here on this channel that aren't just vlogs, which is why I actually changed the name of this channel, because it's not just a vlog channel, and I also don't know that it really fits to have this channel super associated with the other channel anymore. I'm still gonna read over here a little bit, but to me this channel is like my hobby, and it's not my work. So I want to be able to like share all of the things that are making me excited rather than just weekly vlogs that have a ton of reading in them. So hopefully you're okay with that. But buying clothes has been really fun. That being said, obviously one of my goals for this quarter is not really to buy many, if any, clothes, because I have purchased pieces over the past little span of like 6 weeks. I want to kind of just reset my buying behaviors and patterns in all categories, and then, you know, hopefully within like 3 or 4 months I will be at my goal weight, can purchase clothes that 100% will fit. I want to, you know, wait a little bit on that. So other things I should say that I have purchased, or like if you want to kind of hear my mindset too, I feel like I keep talking about clothes because it's just so exciting to me, because I haven't really invested in my wardrobe in a while. It has been really interesting getting to look at the different categories of my clothing and sort of decide what is important to me going forward and what isn't. As I kind of mentioned, I am less focused on loungewear, but I still want loungewear pieces. And so I'm looking at my current collection and deciding, okay, since none of this fits me anymore and I'm going to have to repurchase things, what do I actually like? What brands do I like? What materials do I like? What fabrics, etc. Purchased 2 new loungewear sets and a couple of pairs of pajamas, which has been fun. So let me know, I guess, if you wanna see what I've purchased and kind of the mindset and thought process, I guess, that's gone into that. But I'm going to finish up my makeup and stop rambling for a little bit, and I'll catch y'all at Abercrombie while we're trying on jeans. Okay, friends, I'm back. I feel like my trip was fairly successful. I also got a couple of the pieces that I have purchased secondhand, and I thought I would show you those too. They're right here. So I'll show you those first. The first thing that I got was this red button down for like 20 bucks from Ralph Lauren. I love button downs. They are like kind of a go-to staple anytime I'm trying to like look cute, but I haven't had any in my closet for a while, which is very out of character for me. So I invested in a couple of them. And I say invested, this was 20 bucks. So I feel like that's not too bad. It's 100% silk. It also has tabs on the side too. So I can roll them all the way up to my elbows, which is what I love to do anyway with button downs. So I thought this was a really good investment. And I feel like on camera, it's looking a little bit more orangey than red, but in person, this is like a true bright red, which I am obsessed with. I love red. And it's a color that I want to bring into my wardrobe more. And then this jacket, okay? This is one of the only things that I have purchased, secondhand or otherwise, that is not an organic material, shall we say, but it's just kind of the nature of the item. I got this really beautiful quilted jacket from Ralph Lauren, again, secondhand. I love this one. It has a brown corduroy collar and like a suede patch right here. So it'll be kind of annoying to have to get this dry cleaned every once in a while, but I've always wanted a jacket like this. I've had like the vest version, the cheap vest version from like Target in the past. I got this in a small, kind of between a small and an extra small right now. I think I'll probably land on an extra small, but I do like some items to be a little bit roomier, especially a jacket, like if you're gonna be putting things under them. I hate tight sleeves, so I think this is probably like the perfect size. I'm so excited, and I think this again was a good purchase. I'm still kind of on the lookout for like a waxed jacket, like a barber jacket, B-A-R-B-O-U-R, not like cutting hair barber, but I didn't find any that I liked, and I love this jacket. It was a great price too. Can't remember exactly how much I paid for that one, but those are a couple of secondhand things that I just got. So Abercrombie, I tried on a few different styles of jeans. I will say they were really lacking in inventory. I don't know if it's just because it was just Christmas, not the best selection. Okay, online I feel like they had better ones, but I genuinely did not know what my size was when I went in. So I'm really glad I went in person to try jeans on, and these ones, while not perfect, are definitely going to suit my needs for now. I ended up getting, and I'll insert some b-roll of me trying these ones on. I ended up getting the 90s relaxed high rise. I knew I wanted a high rise. I was not going to compromise on that. I would have preferred a darker wash. I would have preferred a tighter pant, but they just did not have anything that was perfect. Since I'm just not done with my weight loss journey, I'm okay with compromising for now. I'm not going to compromise in the future on jeans. I know exactly what I'm looking for, but these will definitely suit my needs for now. I got the short ones too because I feel like anything with the 90s label at Abercrombie tends to run long. I'm 5'5", so I'm not exactly short, but the jeans always tend to kind of puddle in a way that I don't like. I like a jean that kind of stops right at the ankle or right above the shoe. So these in the short hit me at a really good length. So these will definitely work, even though again, they're not like a dark wash perfect pair. It's fine. These will definitely do the trick, and I'm glad to have them. So I did a little bit sidetracked though, I will say. Didn't go too crazy getting sidetracked, but went through Nordstrom to get to Abercrombie because it's like a traditional mall, and I saw bralettes and I was like, you know what? I need those. My boobs are in kind of flux, as one would probably guess, as I'm losing weight. And the problem is that I don't really know what cup size I am, so I've been wearing bralettes rather than like a true underwire bra. I mean, I prefer them day to day anyway, but I love Skims bralettes. The ones that I have are getting worn out and they're too big. So I got a couple in a smaller size. So I'll show you which ones I purchased. I will say I do really like that Skims makes bralettes in a bunch of different colors, because often nude is just not the right color nude for me. I mean, obviously this isn't my perfect skin tone, but like it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I got this regular one. This is like the Fits Everyone bra, I want to say. Fits Everybody scoop neck bralette. This is like my go-to. I already have one of these in this color, in a bigger size, and then a black one. And these are really great. They look tiny, and the first time I tried it on, I wasn't sure, but I feel like over time, they cover the boobs in a nice way. So I like these. I also saw that they had racer back, and I was like, yeah, I need that. I don't have any racer back bras right now. I never have the right bra to wear with a tank top, so basically the same bra, but racer back situations. I also think this one might come up a little bit higher on the cha-chas, which I would like. So yeah, got that. And then the one last thing that I got was a white t-shirt. This is also from Skims. I was looking everywhere in Nordstrom for just like a white t-shirt, because one white t-shirt right now from Abercrombie, it's fine, but I know that I could put together more outfits if I had a better white t-shirt. So I ended up getting this one. It is the relaxed tee, I want to say. And I got this one in an extra small, which I think is going to be the perfect size for me, because I like my t-shirts, my white t-shirts, to be a little bit closer fitting to the body. This is not going to be like a super tight shirt by any means, but I think it's going to have more versatility being in a slightly smaller size. Fingers crossed that this suits my needs for now. Eventually, I'm gonna go on the lookout for the perfect white tee, but that's gonna take a little bit of trial and error because what I'm looking for in a white tee, it seems like most people are not. I've watched so many of those like videos on YouTube, I don't know if y'all have as well, but like roundup of the 10 best white tees or whatever. It seems like everybody wants kind of like a boxy fit with longer sleeves. I like shorter sleeves, a tighter fit, and I don't know, I just have not found any that really fit the bill. I also don't like super thin t-shirts. This one's a little thinner than I would prefer, but it'll work. It's my shopping expedition, and now I'm done. I have everything that I need for the foreseeable future, and I'm excited to go on this like no-buy adventure. Again, I'm gonna make a separate video with my no-buy rules and kind of what I'm doing. It's kind of more of a low-buy slash unconventional no-buy, considering that I will be purchasing clothing at some point because I have a changing body, but I'm trying so hard not to do impulse purchasing, home decor, or skincare, or just other things. I really had a, I don't want to say come to Jesus moment, but I did have a moment where I was like, why am I buying that? Like it was, I can't remember what it was, but it was like something for my house. Maybe it was like detergent. Didn't even need detergent, but this one smelled nice, and I was like, let's grab it. So stupid. Like, I'm trying to remedy some of these bad behaviors in the new year, and we'll talk more about that in another video, but feeling good. I'm excited to put together outfits now. I need to figure out what I am doing the rest of the day. I may or may not do my declutter of our linen closet today. I actually think I might wait on that, and I think I'm gonna do some editing for a video for my other channel. So I'm gonna get cracking on that, and I might check back in with you at dinner time to show you what we're having for dinner. Hello friends, I just got back from filming my wrap up my other channel. It is, oh goodness, Saturday and 4:18 p.m. But you know what I need to do desperately is do some decluttering. So that is what we are going to do together upstairs. Also, that has been added, that like empty hole right there has been added to my list of things to accomplish in January. Hayden kind of fucked up this cabinet whenever he was installing hardware. I need to do a little bit of patching and painting and whatever so we can reinstall it. We're gonna do some decluttering, specifically of linen closet and the throw pillows. I guess we can go up there. Let's go up there. I am really embarrassed of this space, so try not to judge me too hard. Also, the weather is absolutely abysmal outside, so light in here is really depressing and gray. Anyway, I've been collecting throw pillow covers for years now at this point. It's one of the ways that I like to switch up things in my living room because my living room is a place that we don't spend time. It's kind of depressing. We literally just walk by our couch all the time. I guess in an effort to remedy that, in the past my solution has been to just buy more and more throw pillow covers. And I do want to maintain a small collection so that I can switch them out different occasions or seasons or whatever. Like, it does bring me some amount of joy. I just don't need the amount that's in here. It's kind of shameful. So also we are going to be rearranging the living room at some point, hopefully this year. I'll talk about that more in my no buy or just maybe later in this video, but let's open the closet. Okay, here she is. The light might come in and out. There's LEDs in here. Here she blows. This is literally just throw pillows and throw blankets in here. And we are going to go through these together. I'm gonna probably just take everything out down here on the ground and we can sort through things together. How about that? Let's do that. Okay, so this is what we're working with, and this is just pillows that already currently have cases or are naked. I also have a collection of just the covers that are in there that also need to be gone through, so we'll do that last. First up though, I can definitely see some things that I know that I don't want to hold on to. The ones that I know that are going to go are these Kalim, I'm not entirely sure how to say it, pillows that I have purchased from Etsy. One of a kind, they're absolutely beautiful, but they are so uncomfortable. They are made out of wool, and I don't really talk about this, or at least I have never talked about this online before, but I have sensory issues. I cannot wear wool or cashmere no matter how soft it is. So having wool pillows is just not really the thing for me, right? If it's throw pillows that go on a bed that I'm going to take off and remove, okay, but ones that I'm going to put on like a couch to lounge on, I cannot have them be made out of wool. It's just simply not going to work. So I've learned that about myself. It took me probably too long to figure that out, so I will be getting rid of this. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. I know that this is not something that needs to stay in my collection. Same goes for this big one right here and its matching twin. This one right here. Ones that I am going to keep though are this one, which I will occasionally put on my bed to switch things up. Again, that is fine. Having it on a couch is not. I will not be keeping this blue velvet pillow, this Merry Christmas pillow. I will be parting ways with. I did not purchase this. My mom gave it to me. It wasn't like a special gift or anything. It was just something that she wasn't using in her home anymore. So I feel fine parting ways with this. Okay, now things are getting a little bit more challenging for me because I do like a lot of pillows that I have in front of me and I do decorate with a lot of these, but I do still know that some of these I use more often than others. This Christmas pillow I didn't even get out this year, so I think I can probably part ways with this one. Maybe break things down into definitely keeping, and then we'll have a better idea. So definitely keeping this one over here. This one is from Pottery Barn. I love this sort of like burlappy material, Belgian flax linen. I have some that are just solid Belgian flax linen. This pillow in specific just is a pillow that lives on my couch. It has a down insert. When you wash the linen, which I think they tell you not to do, but I do it anyway, when you wash the linen, it gets like softer over time. And this is not scratchy to me. I can do linen. So I really like this. I love the texture that it provides. This pillow is staying with me. It probably looks like nothing special, but like it is something that I do genuinely love. Both of these are definite keeps. These green pillows. I don't know that I need both pillows. I think that I'm going to keep the ones with the fringe trim. These are made out of linen. These are from Amazon, and I have these in two different colors. Good stuff. These tend to live on my couch or my bed. So closing onto those. I think that I can finally part ways with this pillow because it's kind of seen better days. There used to be a button that went right here. This is a kind of velvety chenille, again, gray with a down insert in it. And I purchased this as is from, I want to say, like Home Goods. And it's nice. I don't know. I'm moving away from gray neutrals and more into like warm neutrals, I guess. All of this is feeling so asinine, but I do fucking love pillows. And I also need to get rid of some, so I think we're missing some, which is deeply disturbing. Yeah, I did. I was gonna say not a ton. I mean, what is a ton sitting in a sea of nonsense? Shit, what do I get rid of? I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. This has like some gold threads in it. It's fine. I normally pull this out for Halloween, along with this bad boy for Halloween. And honestly, should I just get rid of both of these? I think I should. What I'm not going to part ways with though is my boo pillow. I got this from At Home, I want to say, and I do really like her. I also like these little like pumpkin pillows. I think this is more fun to me. Like I would rather have like this on my couch already, or you know, something seasonal like this. I do like this seasonal pillow quite a bit. These two are just so much more my speed. Like a couple of these, you know, and like pull this one out for like actual Halloween. Like we have some pillow inserts. Oh, I do actually know what these are too. So on our bed downstairs, I normally have, or at least lately have had 3 Euro shams, 2 slightly smaller shams, and then 1 lumbar pillow. Right now I just have the 3 Euros and 1 lumbar. Now that spring is coming, I'm going to be putting out the shams again, and that's what these two are. I think the cases are actually in here, and we'll look at that in just a second, but I am going to keep these separated and maybe put the covers back on those. I'm not sure. I think it's time to part ways with this. This is like a crochet. I don't really love this because you can't pull the cover off, and I sometimes use this to like add texture, but it's not comfortable to lay on, and it's just not really my style anyway, so putting that to the get rid of pile. In front of me, we have more neutrals. We have this like big squishy gray chenille pillow, and I always hold on to this because every once in a while I want some gray in my life. I don't know. I'm gonna think on this, okay? So going to, I think, hold on to this. I normally bring this one out around Halloween time. Okay, I've done a little bit of reorganizing and I have taken down all of the pillow covers that are not currently on pillows. I have so many fucking pillows. This is like actually crazy. Like when you get it all in front of you. I mean, I knew it was bad. Like I knew I had a problem, but this is like embarrassing. Okay, these are absolutely stunning. This is one of the situations where I was on a trip and I wanted to commemorate that trip with something beautiful, but I was too concerned with these getting damaged because they are are handmade, I believe. I got these on our honeymoon. I have 2 of them. These can go to a better home, so I'm gonna put those over there. These I got from Amazon a while ago when I was kind of more into the farmhouse side of things. They feel awful though. They're not very nicely made. I don't even think I ever got this one out of the package, so I think I can just go ahead and pass on these. This one, another Killen pillow. It is a beautiful design. I just don't find myself putting this like on my couch very often or ever on my bed, so I'll be getting rid of this one as well. Again, like the nicer ones, the ones that I think y'all might be interested in having for your own, I will be putting on Poshmark, so be on the lookout for that. Goodness, now we get down to the things that I'm unsure about because I do like these. Okay, ones that I know that I'm keeping are this one. This is a lumbar pillow cover from Woven Nook. I got this last year. I really, really love this. The only reason it is not on my bed currently is because I have something more neutral to go kind of with the holiday vibe in my bedroom. These also go, these pillows right here. So I will be putting these on those pillows just a bit, and maybe I'll put these pillows on my bed actually after I take down my Christmas decor because I do miss them. They are very cute. Goodness, I have so much. I don't even know what this is. Oh no, this one. Okay. Buy pillow packs, or at least I have in the past, and I do think that's a really nice way to, you know, have like creative and interesting pillow combinations on your couch. I just like don't know that I need many different pillow combinations. Okay, I definitely can get rid of this. This is just like a random red pillowcase. I think this was like a Christmas pillow that I had. Honestly, I think I'm going to keep, okay, I was going to say all of these. I'm not going to keep all of them, but most of them. I do, like, I have invested a good amount of money into these ones. I do like them. These are like kinds of things that I am interested in keeping. I find fun. This one is so pretty. Every time I think about redoing our living room and reorganizing it, I always think about putting this pillow back on our couch. I want something just like cozy and lived in. And I think part of the reason I'm having a fairly, say hard time, but I'm having a harder time decluttering these things than I thought was I have not started to redo our living room yet. I have not gotten the pieces together and figured that out. I think once I do, I think once I have the furniture pieces in there, we have our floors redone, all of these things that are going to happen way in the future, I feel like I'll have a better idea of, okay, this is the vibe that I'm evoking. This is like what I want everything to look like. I think I will be less inclined to switch out my pillow covers quite as often. I won't feel like I need to have to round up of pillows. Like I was, you know, trying to articulate at the beginning of this segment, I feel like because our living room has never felt very cozy, I have tried to cozy it up by switching things out and hoping that some combination of pillows or other furnishings will help it. Really, the problem in there is that it is not laid out in a way that is conducive for conversation or for lounging. The couch shoved up against the wall in a like vaulted ceiling area, it just doesn't feel inviting. There's just like nothing inviting in that space. The couch is pretty, but like it just is not the right fit for our space. And I think I have mentioned to you before and have shown y'all in the past that I hired someone to space plan for us to give us a better flow of travel and a cozier feel. And we will be hopefully over time, over the next year or two, like putting some of those plans into action. And again, I think that my desire to keep more of this than I probably need will be helped for sure. I'm still really excited about the amount of stuff that I'm getting rid of. Like it feels really good to have space in here, to have some breathing room, but I still feel a little silly keeping all of it, but I don't want to get rid of my treasures, like these things that I have collected over the years. Not all of them have been wise decisions or things that I would like necessarily buy now. There are quite a few that I still really enjoy, and so I don't feel like I need to part with absolutely everything right away. It's okay to declutter in phases for sure. This is one that I know for sure I'm getting rid of. I loved the idea of a magnolia leaf pillow. My mom has something like this in her house. It's really pretty. She also got it from Amazon. I guess it wasn't this one because this looks like cheaply printed on. It's weird because the material feels like linen. When you look at it, it looks like a pixelated graphic. It's like not very nice. And it just doesn't seem to go with any of like the faded kind of designs of pillows that I have. So I'm going to part ways with this one. And then I think also this like kind of random green velvet is hanging around. I do like this kind of like nubby. This is from Pottery Barn, and I tend to exchange like the pillow in here for like a pale blue sometimes in the summertime, but I didn't do that this summer, so we'll revisit for sure. This is again the twin to that other Belgian flax linen. Put that over here. And then this is from Home Goods, and I do like this one. She's pretty. So overall, I think we cut the collection about half. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Maybe a little less than half. It's hard to say because like the pillows are different sizes, but I'll show you what we're keeping visually. There's that pile right there. And again, these pillows that I'm bringing downstairs when I put the cases on them. And then this is all that I am getting rid of. I feel like that's not really showing you, not doing it justice, but I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I did this. I'm gonna package this stuff up. All right, I needed a second to reflect on that declutter. It was bringing up emotions that I wasn't expecting, not to be like too dramatic about it, but I was finding myself getting really disgusted, honestly, and like ashamed of prior purchasing decisions. And I wanted to like sit with that and or reflect on it. And the conclusion that I've come to is, well, I don't know that I have come to one, but things that I have been meditating on, things I've been thinking really are just really similar things, I guess, to the way that I have been thinking about weight loss, right? When I made the video talking about losing 20 pounds and my attitude towards my former self, or the version of myself that was in a, slightly larger body, I talked about not feeling this sense of shame or regret around, having gained a certain amount of weight, feeling more so sad for my former self just because of how much pain I was in. And kind of crazy to me that a lot of the feelings that I had around my body and just around myself really leach into all parts of my life. I'm not saying that like weight gain caused me to like spend a lot of money or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to say. I guess what I'm trying to say is that my 20s were really fucking hard, honestly, mentally and emotionally hard. Really lucky in a lot of ways. And I guess I'm trying to approach a new lease on life and new habits that I want to get into with gratitude and with love and compassion, like self-compassion, rather than beating myself up, if that makes sense. Like, I think it's easy to look at waste and to look at excess and to think to yourself, like, I'm a gross person. I can't believe I spent my money that way, like whatever. But I don't know that that's so productive, because I think that that is the kind of attitude that gets you in binge restrict cycles for whatever you are doing, whether it is food, whether it is consumption, whether it is just anything. I think that like taking the time to like actually reflect on behaviors and have some self-compassion is actually maybe the better thing to do. And yeah, I found myself getting into this like kind of negative thought pattern and feeling just kind of icky. I think it's good to take those feelings and to, reflect on them. And I think back to, why I was purchasing that way, like why I was, buying all of these different like pillowcases. Again, I think I said it, as I was decluttering, part of it was that I didn't feel like my living room was very cozy and comfortable, which I think is a valid thing. Like I didn't feel like it was comfortable. Again, we still don't really hang out in there, and we are going to remedy that at some point. But I also think that that I didn't feel like I was enough. Like that sounds so silly when I say it out loud, like this idea that like throw pillow covers are like the answer or would, fulfill me. But yeah, I think especially being online, there is like pressure you put on yourself, and though no one is putting that pressure on me externally. But I see these, creators whose home is their livelihood, and I'm like, I want my home to be beautiful. I want my style, my personal style, to be reflective of who I am on the inside and all these different things. And yeah, it's interesting to reflect on my 20s too, and just thinking about like lost I was. And I'm not saying that I've found myself completely or that I'm a completely different person, but especially through like finding personal style and trying to, build a wardrobe from scratch and those sorts of things, I'm realizing that I actually know myself a lot better than I thought that I did. I was just looking for external validation and looking to have my life look just like someone else's. How fruitless that really is. I really thought that like I could curate the perfect life by buying things, and I mean, it should be obvious that that's just like not possible. But more on this throughout the year, I'm sure, as like the no buy goes on. But yeah, I wanted to insert some of my thoughts, because I feel like it maybe came off as me getting annoyed, and it was true. I was like getting annoyed. I was decluttering, and as I was unable to like let go of some of the things. And I don't think I'm ever going to be minimalist. I don't aim to be minimalist. I don't aim to put those sorts of labels on myself. Same with clothing. I will say that's going to be something interesting to navigate. I've already kind of anticipated that. Like, I have been doing a lot of secondhand shopping, but I also like won't hesitate to buy something new if it is the more ideal version for me and if it's the thing I'm going to use and wear more, because that like matters, I know that labels are like super helpful for me when it comes to that sort of thing. But yeah, I do hope to get to a point at some point in my life, hopefully even more so this year, I feel more self-assured in my decisions, where I don't feel that I need to buy my way to a personality. I think I'll get there. I think I will feel like a good amount of movement in the right direction again, especially when it comes to personal style. Like I think I've mentioned it maybe in other videos, but I talk to my sister more about clothes now, because my sister loves clothing and is a very stylish person, and sometimes I'll show her things I'm interested in and she's like, ugly, or like, that's not cool. I find myself just not caring. I know what I like, and it's so interesting that for so long I didn't think that was the case. And I mean, that's layered, that's multifaceted. Part of it was not liking myself, my body, the skin that I occupy. Part of that was getting way too sucked into trends and not trusting my own judgment. But I think I'm getting there, slowly but surely. And we're going to continue to navigate this together. And I'm going to continue to share and overshare as I do. That was a good step in the right direction, I think. I think that easy foray into decluttering was quite nice. And tomorrow, the Christmas decor up and cleaning is going to feel really good as well. I will say, as I was putting my Christmas decor up this year, I was also kind of feeling that of like, I want to declutter, and I think I'm probably going to do that next holiday season as well. Just getting some of the holiday decor that I've collected over the years that like really have no business owning. Well, that's a story for another day. Did I say I already had dinner? I did have dinner. I like decluttered, had dinner, reflected, and now I have things to do. I'm a little, I want to say disappointed, but ended up not being as productive yesterday as I had hoped. I filmed my wrap up today instead of yesterday, and that also means that I need to edit that video today as well. And I told myself I wouldn't do work on the weekends. This is not work, this is fun. But I told myself I wouldn't do anything for my other channel on the weekends, but this has been a funky week. This is a holiday week. I mean, it's the week of New Year's, and so I'm trying to cut myself a little bit of slack, but I do need to get that accomplished, and I do need to start in on a romantasy book for a video for my other channel as well. That is kind of the summation of what I am doing for the rest of the night. Tomorrow we'll pick back up and we'll do some Christmas again, decor, not decluttering, but putting away. I'll time lapse that. It'll be really satisfying. And my cats, I should mention, have already been helping me. So bless them. That I feel like that always ends up happening for me is my cats don't really have a big desire to climb into my tree, especially once it's decorated. But right before I go to put my Christmas decor up every year, I start pulling the things off of the tree. They don't get in the tree, but they'll like, tug on the ribbon. Like they'll grab one side of the ribbon and tug it off the tree. And so there's a few lengths of ribbon just scattered around the tree. So super fun. Speaking of cats, I have all of my cats, and it's funny that Pepper, it is a normal thing of like coming up to me, but we've got a Pepper, we've got a Teddy, and then wait, where'd Binky go? Oh no, he's there. He's just blending in. He's blending in with the background. And then Pigeon's actually down here. So got the whole gang. I will say before I go, I am so excited for my secondhand purchases. Good God, it is so cold. Little mini like health check-in. I think I've already done one of these in this video. I'm not editing as I go right now, so I don't know what I've said and what I haven't, but a brief health update, weight loss update. I am so cold. Someone actually just commented on a video a couple of videos back. It's because you've lost weight that you're cold. I knew that was going to happen before I gained a significant amount of weight. I was a very cold-blooded person, I would say. Like I was just cold all the time. It has gotten not great. Let me just say, this is the first winter that I am without 30 pounds of extra body fat, and I can feel it. I am very cold. I'm so excited. I didn't actually order too many cold weather things simply because it doesn't get cold for very long in Texas, and I don't want to overindulge in that aspect. Again, I'm making better purchase decisions already, which like very proud of, but the temptation is always there. I love fall and winter clothing. It is my favorite time of year for clothing. However, for years I had like 8 to 10 sweaters that I never got to wear because it never got cold for enough days in a row. I don't have very many sweaters left. Most of them are not going to fit because they're too big now, and so I decided to get 1 or 2 new sweaters. I'm so ready for those to come in. God damn, I am freezing all of the time. I say that in a lightweight t-shirt and shorts. But yeah, y'all, I am chilly. I need my long pants to come. I said I ordered a sweater, and I've ordered some loungewear and some PJs that are not here yet. Semi-unexpected thing with weight loss for sure. The 2 things that I didn't really think about for sure for weight loss was being cold all the time and boobs. I really thought that my boobs would go away. They have not, which is tragic. I think I kind of hinted at that earlier when I was doing the whole bralette skims thing. Y'all, I don't know what's going on. I ordered a 32D from Aerie, I think. At my heaviest, I was like a 34 double D. So I was like, okay, 32D, like that's natural progression. We're gonna go down slowly over time. I still can't fit in that bra. My boobs are still too big. I don't know what's happening. They definitely have gone down, but I guess not significantly. I don't know. I was really hoping that would be one of the perks of weight loss, and yet here we are, which sounds like a weird thing to complain about if you're flatter chested and want large breasties. It's not that fun, first of all, and second of all, yeah, I was really hoping that they'd go away because I didn't have large breasts when I was this weight last time, but here we are. Okay, too much about being cold and boobs. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, friends, it is Sunday. I'm sitting down to do my makeup. Not that it's like super necessary, but I do think I'm going to be filming a little bit for my Goodreads video and also for this video. I don't know. I like playing with my makeup, especially now that I have decluttered and everything is just like in one bag. It has been actually quite lovely. What's interesting to me is that I feel like as I navigate through this idea of a no-buy, watch a ton of no-buy content to motivate myself and to give me ideas, I see, people saying conflicting things or like having different ideas on how to do a no-buy. And one that I thought was interesting, an idea that I thought was interesting was you're going to keep getting stuck in the declutter and buying cycle if continue to declutter things. Like you should just work through the things that you currently have. I think I agree about that to an extent. I do think that it can be helpful to sort of reset your brain by decluttering. I think it's going to really depend on the person, kind of where you're at, the amount of things that you have. Don't think that like decluttering perfectly good things that you wanted at one time is always the answer. In other circumstances, I feel like it is necessary. Like for me, when I decluttered some of my makeup, I didn't didn't get rid of like perfectly usable things. I got rid of things that were expired. And then when it comes to clothing and the massive declutter that I'm planning on doing, I'm going to be selling most of that stuff, but also it's kind of necessary. I'm a completely different size than I was previously, so I don't think that little nugget of advice necessarily works for me. But yeah, I've really been enjoying my decluttered makeup collection, I should say, and it just makes me want to play with my makeup more. And I haven't actually felt the urge to buy more, which has been nice. I think like at the end of December, I was feeling very like overwhelmed by the idea of a no buy and didn't really know where to begin. And I mean, I knew where to begin, just like don't buy things, but I didn't really know how to handle the emotions around the idea of like not buying things for, you know, a designated period of time. And now I feel like I'm having those feelings around clothing, which is why I am putting a stop for the first, you know, 3 months of the year on clothing buying. Makeup just has not been something that I've like desperately been wanting. I think I've showed y'all this in past videos, and one of y'all asked me where this bag is from. This is from Leatherology, and I will link it. I'm such a sucker for a monogram. If there's a monogram option on a website, there's a 99.9% chance that I will pay the extra $20 to get something monogrammed. I also have a really cool kind of monogram offered on this bag that is called, I think, like Trapunto or something. It's basically like stitched puffy letters in a way, but it's like tonal. It's like the same color, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's quite lovely. I think it's really neat. I just really like this. I've had this for over a year. I think I got this for Christmas last year from my parents. And yeah, it just contains all of my goodies. And I mean, it's a good size. I feel like a good collection. Also, not to make comparisons between myself and other people, because I think we're all on our own journey. I feel like I often beat myself up for having too much stuff and for spending too much money on things. But then I get TikToks on my For You page about people also doing a no buy or a project pan. And I'm like, how do you have 15 body washes? I have a shitload of perfume, so it's like, who am I to judge? But I feel like we're all bad in our own ways, some worse than others. Like, I don't know, I think it's all relative. So anyway, goodness, what was I going to say besides me doing my makeup? Plans for today have slightly changed. We were intending to do some Christmas undecorating, if you will, taking the Christmas decor down. That was one of the goals that I had for this weekend, but that's not happening. Hayden actually just tweaked his shoulder, reaching for the baking supplies on like the top shelf of our pantry, and he is in quite a bit of pain. I don't know if it's like neck or shoulder. He was trying to explain it to me, and I frankly don't really understand, except for he hurt. I won't lie, I'm not too bummed about it. Well, I mean, I'm bummed that he's hurt. I'm not bummed that we are not putting the Christmas decor away. I'm really just not looking forward to this next week, you guys. Like, I would love to have a clean and beautiful and like perfect house, but it's gonna be fucking freezing. The idea of like putting all of my Christmas decor away sounds so depressing. Like, next week's gonna be hard enough to get through as it is. I'm gonna keep my Christmas lights up and my Christmas decor up. Like, it took a while to put up, so I think it's okay if it stays up for just a little bit longer. Also, I'm sorry I'm touching my hair so much in this video. I have been trying like new ways to style it to have fun, and it has actually been very much irritating me. I think it looked pretty yesterday. I was going for like a blowout look, and today it just is kind of like limp and annoying and in my face. So trying to keep it out of my face and also like not look terrible has been a bit of a challenge. Also a challenge are these freaking boys. Binky is down near me. You want to say hi to the people? Being an absolute menace. Him and his brother were wrestling earlier today, not in like a, you know, fighting each other sort of sense, like a literally boys playing, but then when I went outside, you know, to open the door to see what they were up to, because I like heard them like slam up against the door, the amount of binky hair everywhere was crazy. They were playing a little more rough than was to be expected, but I guess it didn't piss Binky off, because if he's mad, he will tell you. He is quite vocal, but no vocalizations from this man. Just pure chaos, honestly. A couple of days ago, we had some chicken parm for dinner, and he tried to steal some of my pasta sauce. So the man has no boundaries, and I don't know if I love that for him or hate that for me. Probably both. Anyway, the change in plans has necessitated me to figure out what else I could do today instead. You know, it is Sunday, and I am determined not to work on the weekends, so I'm not going to do anything crazy besides reading for my Goodreads video clips of work, but I thought it could be fun to maybe start off the new year reading something fun. I think I downloaded a smutty AU novella the other day by Danielle Allen. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but I feel like we could read that. Something to get me started. I've had a lot of, using the word inertia, but I've had a lot of stuff come up mentally, I guess, when it comes to reading. I just like have not had the desire, and it's been hard, and I think maybe having something short I could finish, like I could guarantee myself to finish, might help. So I will be doing that, I think, after I finish my makeup. I'm not going to do all of my makeup on camera because that would be boring, and I do the same makeup pretty much every day. I did want to shout out a couple of new products in my life. I don't even feel bad about them because they were gifted to me by my sister for Christmas. They've been really fun. I have really been wanting to try the Rhode products. I feel like everybody and their mother has been using Rhode skincare or the pocket blushes, and I was lucky enough to receive a pocket blush and one of the like peptide lip tints or treatments or whatever the hell they're called, and both have been really fun. I've enjoyed having them them in my collection don't really overlap a ton with the makeup that I already have, which I have been liking. So I guess I can show you those real quick with one concealer eye done. I have the Rhode Pocket Blush in Piggy. I will say the packaging I thought looked really substantial, but for the like blush, it feels very like cheapy and plasticky. It looks pretty, but it is kind of cheapy. It's just kind of this pinky color. I don't think it's gonna focus on it. The camera doesn't like to focus on things that aren't my face, but this is just like a nice cool toned pink. And this actually stays cool toned pink on my face, which, you know, I have a problem with. And then the lip treatment, where did it go? I literally just saw it. Oh, there it is. This one is in Ribbon, which is kind of like a candy pink color. It is super pretty and goes well with the blush. I have been pairing this with like all of the different lip pencils that I have from Sephora. I think my favorite combo with this one, Sink or Suede. It's like a nudie pink, and I think it complements the sort of like brighter pink of this very well. Anyway, I'm gonna put those on and get back to you later when I have something to say, maybe about a book. All right, y'all. I am washing my bedding, which is why our background's not quite as beautiful as usual. I do think, yes, the tree is still lit though, which is making me pretty happy. Dates for you. I, for the rest of the day, have been reading various books, both for videos and for this video, I guess. I also put together a list of recipes that we are going to eat from, a list of meals that we're going to eat from. Hayden and I got Cane's for dinner, stopped by HEB. I think that was definitely the right move because it is going to get cold this week. It's supposed to freeze a couple of days, which obviously Texas is ill-equipped for. So I'm a little nervy. I'm hoping everything goes okay. And I hope that this doesn't derail my plans to go and work from a different location tomorrow. Hopefully I can like take you along with me. Hopefully that will end up happening. I don't know why I had this epiphany 5 years basically into working from home, but I was like, wait, how can I make my life just a little bit better, a little bit more interesting for myself? How can I get out of the house more and interact with people? I could work from not my house. Oh my God, crazy. And you know, I don't think it's that crazy actually that I came to this conclusion so late because I don't really live anywhere that has like local coffee shops and I definitely can't walk anywhere. So I'd have to get in my little car and drive my ass to town and like find somewhere fun to work. Monday, I'm going to try the public library and see how that goes. I think it'll be fun. I'm going to bring my laptop. I'm going to get some editing done. And I'm hoping that a change of scenery and a change of pace makes me excited and a little bit more motivated to work because I have been bed rotting most of this week. And that's not great for the mental health for sure. But it's so damn cold that I just haven't wanted to get out of bed. So tomorrow we're putting on an outfit. We're going to the library. We're going to work. It's going to be fun. Hopefully, again, I can do that if it's not too terribly cold. It is supposed to get really chilly tonight, but there's going to be no precipitation. So I think I'll be like fine to drive. So fingers crossed. I did want to pop in a little reading update for you though. 50% into A Court This Cruel and Lovely, which I'm not going to talk about, but I got 20% into, I think it's called Truth or Dare. I was reading this book in the car while Hayden was grocery shopping. Fun fact about me, I fucking hate the grocery store. So if I can avoid that, I will. I am reading, Truth or Dare by Danielle Allen. This is so fun. It is kind of novella length, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know like what we are classifying as a novella, but I think it's around 200 pages. This book is about a group of friends who are all coming together after college, like quite a few years after college, to attend the wedding of some of their friends. I think there's like an 8-person friend group. And I think there's like some more people on this trip because it's like a wedding, obviously. Most people have like more friends than just college friends, but our main character, I cannot remember her name or the hero's name, but the hero and heroine of the story, I want to say like the heroine might have had a crush on the hero for a while, but anyway, the heroine is catching up with the hero for the first time in a while. They were like really close friends back in college, like 8-person friend group, but they were like really, really close. Didn't pursue anything romantic, but I think the heroine might have had a crush on the hero like a long time. Now he is like grown and sexy. He very much has abs. They're at a tropical location, so we've seen the abs, and they had like a truth or dare session on a boat the day before the wedding. They made out, there were some lap dances, there's definitely some chemistry between the two of them that I think that they're going to explore, and she definitely is experiencing a lot of like sexual attraction towards him, but she also hasn't really mentioned crush. There was a truth or dare scene back in college that we saw, kind of a flashback. In her head, she says something to the effect of like, only one of my female friends knows about my crush and like why I don't want to do truth or dare, but she doesn't say who the crush is. I'm assuming it's this guy, right? But like, Pepper Ann, you were being so un-Pepper Ann today. I feel like he always tries to show off for you and like pretend like he is a sweet boy. It's only on the vlogs. I say that he is a sweet boy, but he's just especially affectionate after he eats his wet food, I guess. I'm having a good time. It's not super serious, but something so delightful about this setting. I feel like this is exactly what I needed. It's set on the beach in the summer, and we've got this friend group, and like, I don't know how our author is able to make the friend group feel so real to me and like so organic, but like, damn, like I wish I had a group of friends like this. Like, this sounds so fun. I love how connected everybody is, and it's just like a good time. It's not super serious, but like it is genuinely enjoyable, and I'm glad that I am taking the time to read something something just for me. I'm trying to do more of that this year, and I think I will probably succeed at it since one of my reading goals this year is to hit 300 books read. To do that, I mean, obviously I'm going to be reading a lot for my other channel, but I'll probably be reading over here as well. Hopefully more so than I did in this here video, but I'm planning on finishing this book tonight, I think, after I get to the 50% mark. Well, little past the 50% mark for A Court This Cruel and Lovely. It's an interesting romantasy, I will state, for the record. Reading it for a Goodreads video, like I'm pretty sure I already told you. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna hop in the bath, have myself a delightful rest of my Sunday night. So cold front has already rolled in. It's like in the 40s, and I am excited to also snuggle up in my warm sheets. It's gonna be great. Thanks for hanging out. I am so excited for the year ahead. So excited to bring you more vlog content. Also, again, some more like planned content. So for the month of January, expect to also see videos from me on Fridays that are not vlogs. So you'll have to let me know what you think of those videos and if you are enjoying them, but excited to like branch out and just get to share so many things with you. So thanks for watching. I love y'all so much. In the comments down below, let me know what one of your goals is for 2025 if you feel like sharing, and I will see y'all in the next one.